Morning, Heather.
Morning.
Where are we?
We are at the Archaeological Museum in Sousse.
In Tunisia. He looks quite an intimidating chap, doesn't he? So we've seen Dionysus make an appearance before when we were at the National Museum in Tunis. But this is Dionysus here. The god is on a chariot pulled by 4 tigers. He's got a winged victory there with him, a bacchante, 2 satyrs, and a panther drinking from a crater. See the panther drinking there at the bottom? And the child Dionysus riding a lion. So there's the child Dionysus there. Okay. And Cupid is harvesting grapes and birds. There's that hunting going on here. Gladiators. Hunters. Yeah, I think hunters. Fighting a lion there. A horse being eaten by a crocodile. Yikes.
It says that pygmies freeing a donkey from a crocodile.
Pygmies.
Is definitely optimistic, I think.
Yeah, I think that crocodile's won. Yeah, they're not getting that donkey back. What's this going on here? A serpent.
These are things to help visually impaired people appreciate the mosaics.
So as Heather just said, there are part of the exhibition are some braille bits and bobs. So here, Heather's going to lift up the case here. And here is a sort of gorgon with the snakes coming out of her head. And here are some tablets with braille. So you run your fingers across the braille. I assume the braille's in Arabic. And as you're using your touch to read the braille, you see you can touch the relief image here. And this depicts what's on the mosaic here in front of us. So Medusa. I think a gorgon has got is that a dragon, half lady, a gorgon? Yeah, Medusa is definitely the one with the snakes coming out of her head. So Heather and I have a disagreement here between a Medusa and a gorgon. Explain, Heather. What does these scrawls in the doors say?
So this is a gorgon.
So the lady with the snakes come over the head, Medusa, is a gorgon. Okay, right. Head of a gorgon with a penetrating gaze, surrounded by snakes and having 2 wings on her brow. So this bird here, this is Medusa. There you go.
In Greek mythology, Medusa was one of 3 Gorgon's sisters.
Oh, okay. Go on. What else do we know? So Medusa
was the most famous and the only mortal one. Her appearance was terrifying with her gold wings, brazen hands, oversized canines of snakes instead of hair. Gazing upon her would
that sounds like you in the morning.
onlookers to stone.
Okay, before you've brushed your hair.
Medusa was killed by the hero Perseus, who could approach her without facing thanks to a mirror shield and could behead her.
Ooh. Not a woman to be crossed.
However, on Greek and Roman soldiers' breastplates, the Medusa head logo would protect them by diverting the evil eye.
Thank you, Heather. So what did you just say about the collection?
I said it's the second largest collection in Tunisia after the Bardo Museum, which is in Tunis.
And our other video, we've got an extended video of our visit to the Bardo in January 2024, and it's now January 2025, and we're in Sousse. What's the grin?
Not for on camera. And fine.
Heath, explain, what have you just read? Heath?
Just that a lot of these mosaics depict Dionysus.
And what was that about fecundity?
And he likes his ladies, so there's quite a lot of pictures of him.
Who was he dragging? Ariadne, you said?
Ariadne, yeah.
Ariadne. Right. So as Heather just noticed, in some of the mosaics, where they don't have the actual original, they've tried to sort of draw in the rest in some places to help you imagine what it would what it would have looked like. So this is a depiction of apparently a venatio, a hunt in the amphitheatre. So they have a sponsor, and they have 4 venatores, wild animal hunters, facing 4 leopards. At the end of the show, they were each given 1,000 denarii each, which is, I'm not sure was enough compensation for me to go into an amphitheatre fighting wild animals. There you go. So we've got the different names of the types of fighters there. Was that a Spatara? Was that one a Bolarius? And that's, what's that one? Hilarinus? The Magiri, is that the sponsor? There? So this is the depiction of theatre. There's a poet sitting, holding onto his parchment, down the left. And next to them are not people's severed heads, they're masks. So as in Greek drama, Greek theatre, there's a tragic mask. And the second character leaning on a column and holding a mask here, he's a comedian. So he's a comedian holding that mask. And over here, this chap was holding a tragic mask. What have you seen, Heath?
So this mosaic is depicting the goings on at a stud farm. So these are named racehorse winners that were very popular at the start.
What's that? Amora, Dominator. It's like a name of a racehorse, isn't it? But this is a stud farm, is it?
Yes, unfortunately these horses here don't seem to quite grasp the concept of breeding. And how to
Yeah,
go
I don't
about
think
it.
he's going to breed. He's not going to breed many horses going in from that direction. Okay, maybe they're just warming up.
They seem to be warming up. Maybe they're fluffers.
Yeah.
But they're like,
Sorry, what was that? Fluffers? Did you just say fluffers? They have. Head, who knew? Apparently, Head is the expert. They have fluffers at horse stud farms. Oh dear. Thank you for that, Head. So I've just read this sign here, and it's a fragment of a large mosaic pavement featuring a figure from Greek mythology, Orpheus. And I'm just trying to remember who Orpheus in the underworld. It's a great piece of music and a story, isn't it? The Greek hero, musician, poet and master enchanter playing his lyre. Around him the animals that are charmed by his music. And on the edge are fishing scenes. And this is from the mid-3rd century Anno Domini, year of our Lord. Right, the previous clip I just said this was Orpheus No, it's not. That's Apollo head?
Yes.
That's Apollo. This is Orpheus. Orpheus playing his lyre, surrounded by the animals, enchanting them. Okay, this is a fragment, but you can see Orpheus's lyre just there. Heather, you've got a lyre as well, haven't you? How many strings has your lyre got? 12 strings. Heather's got a 12-string lyre back home. So who's the woman with Orpheus, with Apollo?
That would be Erato, the muse of erotic poetry.
So Erato, the muse of erotic poetry, and Apollo's next to her. What about these heads around the outside? Who are they?
They're 8 muses.
8 muses. We all need a muse. Are you my muse, Hev?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, you're my muse, aren't you? There we go. So I've just spotted a word I'm familiar with. L'enlèvement de Ganymede, Prince of Troy. Was it caught by the eagle of Zeus? Ganymede. I've just asked Heather, the Doctor Who freak, but I thought Ganymede is where Doctor Who's from, but she's going.
That's Gallifrey.
That's Gallifrey. Oh, okay. So right, Gallifrey is where Doctor Who's from, not Ganymede. What do I know? There we go, Gallifrey. So this is Ganymede, Prince of Troy, being munched on by Zeus's eagle. I tried to be all clever then. So Heather and I have just been to Mass, and now we're in the Archaeological Museum, and this is a baptismal font. I remember at the time, the early church, people were at sort of full immersion in the baptismal for baptism. Well, it's not the fashion now in the Catholic Church. Certainly, I think still in some evangelical churches, they have full immersion for baptism. The baptism of Bacalta. So is that where they found it?
It was in a quarry.
It was discovered in a quarry. Wow. Amazingly, the art, in the mosaics survived. So the Archaeological Museum in Sousse doesn't just have mosaics. There's a lot of pottery here, which is all very impressive. So thin, is it sigillata, the auger, thin crust, red paint and smooth. These are lamps. I've seen these before, olive oil lamps. So you'd have your wick in there, I suppose. Yeah, little flame. And you put your olive oil in there. Olive oil lamp. So this is where they found at the depth. So this is a depiction of where they found the archaeology. So burnt cinder, black sand, sand, golden sand, black ground, compacted black ground, black soil, I suppose, and the depth there. At what level they found the archaeology. Oh, you like catacombs, don't you?
Yes. So this is all about the catacombs in Sousse.
Yeah, I'm not one really for small underground places, but you like a catacomb, don't you?
Yes. So read about them here and look at the things here that they've dug out of there, and then we don't have to go down them and you won't get claustrophobia.
Oh, yeah, I do get a bit claustrophobic. Oh, it's a Christian one. Pascasius. He lived for 65 years. So I've just walked past and I've seen this. If you're Catholic, you see this in the church quite a lot, this sort of symbolism, and it's the Constantine's monogram. It's got the two Greek letters of the name of Christ, Chi and Rho, and either side, to symbolise Christ at the beginning and end of time, you've got the letters Alpha and Omega. So in the same room, you've got more Christian symbols, the sort of Constantine monogram. There's the Chi and the Rho letters, and down here, Chi and Rho and Alpha and Omega. And as Heather's just said, just here, it's a depiction of the Good Shepherd. Innocentia in pace, Benatia in pace, Aurelius Robustius in pace. It's a funereal, epigraphical funereal mosaic with geometric borders. The name of the deceased, Innocentia, is followed with the words "in peace." So inside the museum, in the courtyard, it's bordered by these lovely bushes, and it's January here, middle of winter. These lovely flowers are still out. I just said if I was Orson Welles, as I was going through the grill here, the grill would magically open outside the range of the camera so I could appear to put the camera straight through. But we'll just have to pretend. This is the port of Sousse. Oh, Heath, the pirate ship. Heather's been eager to get on a pirate ship. What's the name of that program you watch?
Our Flag Means Death.
Our Flag Means Death. Is it New Zealand? Is it a Kiwi program? It's a Kiwi comedy program. Our Flag Means Death. It's about pirates. And Heather's brought her t-shirt with her, her cat pirate t-shirt, and she's just eager to go out on one of these pirate ships here. It's in the distance. Just one of them coming back into port now. How cool would that be, Heath? So as Heather just reminded me, well, that's to give useful information. So here at the Archaeological Museum in Sousse, the opening times are different in the summer and the winter. So in the winter, the opening times are 9 till 5. In the summer, 9 till 6. The museum is closed on Mondays. If you're a foreign visitor and not resident in Tunisia, the price is 10 dinars per person. But if you're a resident, it's 5 dinars per person. If you like this video, please click like, then comment, share and subscribe.